Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Hello, my YouTube family. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I have to think about it because, God, I'm tired today. But as you come in, please like the video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like and share if it's informative information, and subscribe. To my subscribers, again, thank you for your continued support and your love and your prayers for myself and my father. He's resting right now pretty okay, so all that's going smoothly. I think I want to say to Angela, I'm going to answer that question. I'll do the video for you and answer the questions that you were asking me, referring to certain things I said in my last video. So I'll respond to you later once I get things kind of situated. But I'm addressing this because, again, um, the children, the children, the children. So a video was done yesterday or day before yesterday, or however, when it was done, and the content creator was talking on the video, and I guess at some point she saw this man giving a children or a child alcohol. And of course, the child was of way underage and a child. And the individual stated that um, she wasn't going to report it or anything like that. Well, it's April Walker. Everybody's talking about it at this point. I don't have anything against April. She's okay to me. But she said she didn't want to be a snitch and she didn't want to get involved, and she didn't want to call the police or anything like that because she didn't want to go to court, and on and on and on. And so this is my point exactly. Who are going to protect the children again? But this is something you see before you. This is something you can take action upon and make a difference and make a change. It's not a YouTube beef. It's not about anybody's readers, children, whatever, but it's about somebody that's in your actual neighborhood or in your actual vicinity, and you're recording it and you're seeing it right there before your eyes. But you're not taking any actions because you don't want to be misconstrued or labeled as a snitch. But it's a child. It's a child, and we're not getting it. We're not getting it. The importance of protecting children. Now, I've watched other people say certain things on different comments when they did the commentary on it. And I thought, well, what would I do? Because in my case, you've got to think intelligently and smart and have wisdom before you react on something like this. Some people say, well, I would have went to the man and asked him what was he doing, and I would have confronted him. No. In the climate that we live in now, and the state of mind of some people, the danger in that is that, and even though you may have something in your purse or your wallet or your pocket, you may not get a chance to grab what's in your purse, wallet, or pocket because you go over there and ask him, what is he doing, or why is he giving these kids this alcohol? He could flip and instantly kill you. And at that point, no help is done. And then in his rage, possibly kill the child. So you have to think those things, because what you're trying to do is save the child. Get the child out of harm's way, get him out of danger, all of that. So I never would, I wouldn't confront the man at all, because I've got to think about this. I've got to keep myself safe and out of danger, as well as keeping the child safe and out of danger as well, because you never know how he might react to you. And I don't care if you got, again, anything in your pockets, whatever. You've got to reach for it to get that. And I'm telling what he's already got, and he's got the bottle there. He can knock you out with the bottle and just start beating you. So no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't confront him. Um, I wouldn't necessarily call the police either, because basically what they will do is when they get there, they're going to take the child, and then they're going to end up calling CPS. And, it's just a process with that goes on and on and on. The first thing I would have done, of course, when I saw it, and then the fact that I'm recording it, I've got my proof. I would have made a call to Child Protective Services and told them what is happening, what I've got, and I would tell them, because from my understanding, if you call CPS regarding any issue, you're kept anonymous, period. You wouldn't have to go to any court or anything like that, because the actual video, you've got video proof of this man giving children alcohol. So there would be no need for you to have to go to court or do anything like that. Do like most people do on YouTube: create a troll page or create a email. Open up a new email thing and start that, and then send them the video via email that this is what you saw, and it has a time, date, and stamp on there and all that. Just create an email and send it to them that way. There's so many ways to do it without you saying, "Well, I don't want to because I don't want to be a snitch, or I don't want to go to court, and I don't want to deal with the police. I don't like the police." But again, we're talking about children. We're never going to get where we should get with children, especially if when we see it in the neighborhood right before us, and you can make the difference in that child's life. Because if nothing was done and nothing was said and nothing was reported, then who's telling how many other kids this individual is getting drunk or giving alcohol to, or whatever he's doing? Because if he's giving children alcohol, there's no telling what else he is doing. So that child is still in danger, and other children are in danger. So I don't get the outrage on the how YouTube people per se do their kids, but it's right there in front of you, but you do nothing about that. Um, and I don't want to bash anybody, and I don't want to judge anybody. That's a little bit hypocritical. You can't get on here and rant, rave, scream, cuss, judge, defame, and slander someone because you feel how they're doing their kids is whatever. But right there in front of your eyes, you see someone, in essence, neglecting a child, abusing a child, giving a child alcohol. That's abuse to me. But you do nothing. We, we've got to come out of that frame of mind. If anything is to change, we've got to come out of that. I don't want to do because it's not solving anything, and it's making the situation even worse than what it really is. It's building upon. It's like a building block, building upon the negative, and building and building and building, and making that particular negative just as strong until where a foundation is firm, and then there's nothing you can do. Or maybe it is, but it's going to take an act of God to break that foundation so that it can be rebuilt on something positive. But no, I would never have said I'm not going to protect this child because I don't want to be labeled a snitch, or I don't like cops. None of that matters when you're protecting the life of a child. Anybody's life for the most part, but specifically children. That does not matter. That doesn't matter, people. We have got to be more conscious and more aware of what's going on in our world and in our society and in our community. And then when we make ourselves aware, we must take whatever steps needed to correct those things. Because if we don't, they'll never be corrected. Nothing will never change. Then you see all the negative attributes, crime, this. It rises, it goes up because somebody saw something, but they never reached out and never tried to help. I'm not telling you to go. I would never go to the person to their face and confront them while I see them giving them the liquor. I'm not, I, I want to live, in essence. And the first thing came to mind, there's no telling how he's thinking because he's getting a child drunk or giving a child liquor. There's no telling where his mind is or where his thinking is. So why I'm not going to go up there and confront him and to create another problem or create an avenue where I may get hurt and the child get hurt. No. If I'm already sitting there recording this man giving this child liquor, I'm recording it. I'm watching him do it and I'm recording it. And once I've recorded or once he's finished doing that, I know to go to CPS or whatever Department of Welfare, whatever, Child Protective Services. I know to call them and say, I have a video of someone, of this elderly man or this man, this adult, giving this child liquor. And I wanted to report that. From what you guys tell me, I've never called CPS, so I don't know. But from what people have said on YouTube and what I've been instructed as far as what you're telling me, CPS never gives the name of the individual reporting, anything like that. It's all done anonymously. So see, there's no danger in that. Plus, you're helping a child. You're protecting a child. And then you're getting this pervert, this crazy man, whoever he is, off the streets. Because CPS will do the proper things, I wonder, I imagine, to not only help the child, but get this man some help or get him off the streets or whatever they need to do. So that's what I would have done. It's we've got to stop making conversations, or we've got to stop creating dialogue for a beef, because We can't sit here and say, I don't like this and I'm against this and you're wrong for this and you're wrong for that and you're not doing so and so right because you always have, but then you see it right there in front of you and no action is taken. So it's like the message that you give the individuals on YouTube about how bad a parent someone is or how bad whatever they are, it holds no credence. It holds no kind of water foundation on it because it's there in reality to you right there, but you're not doing anything about it. So I just came for that quick video, do a quick video on that. I have to gather my thoughts. I'm so tired. I still have a lot to catch up on, but allergies. But people, you've I understand the purpose of you, or I'm guessing I'm understanding because for some people it does pay whatever, and or for some they enjoy the beefing and going off and whatever. But this stuff is not just beef. It's not just YouTube. It's reality. And when it comes knocking at your door, which it did in April's case, are you going to be the same vigilante, or are you going to be the same voice for the children that you are on YouTube? See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are not separating YouTube from reality because they both coincide. I told you guys that before. They both coincide with each other. Um, so please, if any of you ever see something like that happening, don't think of yourself as being a snitch. Number one, this is just me. I'm not going to confront anybody about anything because, and the only reason I say that, I've got to think about my life and that child. I've got to protect me and that child. Me going up there and confronting this individual is only going to exacerbate the problem or cause even greater problems, even your life. And you don't want to do that because at that point you have not helped yourself, number one, or the child. You see what I'm saying? Because he could flip on you or he could flip on the child and then both of you gone. No resolution because he's going to get somebody else's child drunk or whatever. Or somebody's going to see it and say, like April, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not going to report that. Because there are more people like her who feels that way, who thinks that way. I'm not going to get involved, blah, 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 blah. You know how many people's lives could have been saved if they've gotten involved and not think of it as, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. And then when it comes back and this person is dead or this person gets killed or something happened, I should have. No, because you can't go back. We cannot rewrite history. We can't take back the things we've done, we've said. It's there. So when the time is there to act. Go get on the phone and call CPS and whatever. Create an email. Y'all create troll piles. I'm tired. Y'all create troll pages galore. So it can't be that hard to create another. Just create an email, you know, to have for that, and then call CPS and tell them I'm sending you this video, and I want to show you this guy's out here getting children drunk, so they can then see the video if they desire, and then they can address the child, they can address the parent, find out who the parent is, find out who the guy is if it's not a parent, so they can investigate and do what needs to be done to protect that child. And you remaining anonymous protects yourself. You protected the child. You've taken the necessary steps, and at that point, you've done what you could do, and you've done what you should do as a citizen. And that's it. That's basically it. So you're not snitching. You're not putting yourself. I don't know too many people who really just love police, but you didn't even have to call the police. You could have called Child Protective Services. They would have taken the next steps as far as the legalities of it and the law and all that. You wouldn't even have to have done that. But again, there's another child. If that child doesn't get any help, or if somebody doesn't get counseling for the man who was giving the child, if it was his father or whoever, get him off the streets or get him help, that cycle will never be broken, and you're going to have that same results over and over and over again. We've got to internalize more things that will actually change our community and change the lives of the people that we're supposed to be taking care of. We've got to become realistic about what's really going on. You know, say what you want on YouTube and cuss each other out, whatever, but you've got to be realistic about a whole lot of things because you're thinking this is just this, but you're not. You're not thinking about that. And then the true character comes out in reality in your real life. The things that you're yelling about and fussing about and complaining about and judging other people about, in essence, you can judge yourself for the same thing because you're in actuality acting like them by not protecting or not doing the things you telling them to do, but you're not doing it. See, I keep telling you guys, I don't ever want to be a hypocrite. Never. And I always tell you when I come on here and do a video, it applies to me first and foremost. Even with ministry years ago, no matter what it was, no matter how it was, I'll tell them, whatever the word I give you or whatever is given to me to give you, that applies to me first. I take heed to it first, and then I give it to you. And it doesn't do me any good to stand on my soapbox and point a finger at you if I'm not living to what I'm telling you. I'm a hypocrite. I don't, liars and hypocrites, racists, pedophiles, child abusers. I don't do any of that. I can't do any of that because I've seen what harm can be done to a child mentally, emotionally, and physically. And those things sometimes, because they don't get the proper assistance they need or help, end up in worse conditions than you could ever imagine. And I can name a few people because of their childhood and they never got the assistance or the help or whatever they needed. They became serial killers, mass murderers, all kind of things. So April, in this case, I have nothing against you. I love you, but you were wrong. That child needed you. You were that child's angel at that very moment to help that child and get that child some help, and report what was going on. But the opportunity was missed. And then you come on back on YouTube, and then you berate Rita for baby J or whoever else how she do them, but that situation was in front of you, April, and what needed to be done was not done to help, protect, and save a child. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't, and it shows you're not a true believer of the things you say when it comes to children or when it comes to this particular aspect of your commentary as far as children, how Rita does her children, how so and so do their kids, do this and that, and then when you see it, you do nothing. Remember, I love you, but God loves you so, 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 so much more. You be blessed. Bye bye.